Very good. All right, Coach, make an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, I think a lot of credit goes to Stetson and Corey. They've had a tough road early. Didn't play as well the other night as I know they'd like to play, but then came in here and played really well. Did a great job defensively, changing defenses, made shots. They hadn't been shooting the ball as well, but they made shots today, and give them credit. And then give our guys credit in terms of doing just enough of what you need to do to get a win. I thought the three areas that won us the game, being able to switch into the zone, we've been able to get some practice time the last 2 days, and I told our guys we need to be able to feel comfortable and confident if we go to the zone. And I didn't like the way our zone had looked in practices before, because I think our guys kind of know that we're not going to play it a lot, but we have to be able to go to a secondary defense. And so we worked on the last 2 days, and our guys did a great job of it today. The other thing was the rebounds. We're plus 11 on the glass, and we're plus 19 from the free throw line, plus 13 points from the free throw line. Makes a difference. So if you do those three things, even if you don't play, shoot the ball well or play a beautiful game in terms of the flow and all that stuff, you can still win, and we're going to have to do that. We're going to be in a lot of close games because we do compete, we do fight, we do play hard, but we're just learning how to play together and learning what we need to do to be successful. So today we made enough plays to get it done.
Coach, what was the difference in the second half rebounding? I think you limited them to just 3 offensive rebounds in the second half.
I thought we had done a pretty good job in the first half, but that one play where they got 4 on one play, if I could have taken out everybody and thrown 5 guys from the band in there, I would have done it, because that's unacceptable, and our guys know that. And again, the big guys get kind of pinpointed on that a little bit because we depend on them so much to rebound the ball for us. So just a little greater emphasis on finding bodies and hitting bodies. They had 2 critical offensive rebounds when they were coming back when we were up 8-10 points in the second half. So it's an area that we need to make sure that every game we can count on that we're going to be great on the glass, and we were tonight.
When you talk about going into that zone defense and what you guys were able to do over practice, what's kind of been the key for them to get more comfortable? Is it a confidence thing for them, or is it just trying to feel where they're positioning?
A little bit of both. Them knowing that it's going to be important. It's amazing how well you do things if you know it's important. We didn't teach it any differently or anything like that. But if you go into it and you think, okay, we can practice this, but we're not going to use it very much. And I did have to remind them our 3 conference wins last year. We played zone in all 3 games, at Tulane, Memphis, and SMU. All 3 games we played a good amount of zone. And it's something that with our length, if we play it as hard as we play man-to-man, it would be an effective change-up. Everybody knows I don't play zone a lot. I just never have, not with my background. But it is something that I think you have to have in your arsenal in specific situations.
Coach, you mentioned the learning to play together. Where do you feel the team is in that level of cohesiveness after 7 games?
Well, I think it's sporadic a little bit, which is kind of par for the course. 24 baskets, 17 assists. So we're not a one-on-one team. We do share the ball. 14 turnovers is 2 more than what we want. We didn't launch a bunch of threes, so guys kind of are understanding that aspect of the game as well. It's going to take some time. You know what I mean? It's going to take some time. And, some guys went in there, and we need them to play better. As I said, as we go on, 36 for David, 34 for Quince, it's probably too many minutes with as hard as we need those guys to play. And I think some of their either mishaps, turnovers, defensive lapses are probably because that 36 and 34 number should be in the 28 to 30 number. And we got to get there. That means some other guys, we need them to continue. And those are the young guys. You know what I mean? And I say young and, you know, we're all new, but, you know, it's just something that we got to get better at.
What'd you like from Antune tonight? A season high 10 points.
Yeah, I thought he played really well. He gave us a good jump start. Rebounded the ball, kept the guys off the glass. 3 offensive rebounds, was very active. He's a good free throw shooter. Got some drop-offs around the basket. Again, just he's learning how to play what is needed at this level. But, you know, he plays hard, he's physical, and he cares. You know, those 3 things, is just got to stay positive and understanding that it's a process. His development is good, and the most important thing for him is to continue to develop, continue to learn our system and what we need to do. And, you know, he's a pleasure every day. He's hard on himself, so when he makes a mistake, we got to be able to get him past it and on to the next play. He did a much better job of that today.
Another one of your guys that plays hard all the time is Lex. Is the game slowing down a little bit for him, do you think?
Yeah, you're again, the development piece is so big for him. He's got a great motor. When the skill package matches the motor, then you got an all-league player and a guy who's a double-double every night. It's his 7th game. You know what I mean? It's his 7th game. So we're seeing a lot of good things, but he is getting more comfortable out there. He's starting to get a better feel for where he can, he gets 10 shots, he gets 10 free throws, which is big. The 13 rebounds, that we needed every single one of those tonight. He gets lost sometimes on defense, which is typical for a freshman. But at the same time, as I always say, you can get lost, but if you're playing hard, a lot of times he's still able to figure out a way to make a play, and he kind of does that. His lapses are getting less and less, which means his productivity is getting more and more. He's got greater ability to sustain it on the court. Very pleased with him.
Okay, anything else?
All good? All right.